Hi everyone, this is Aaron for Zollotech, and we're going to be comparing the HTC Thunderbolt camera to the iPhone 4. Now the reason I picked these two is the HTC Thunderbolt is newer and has an 8 megapixel camera. There's been a lot of different cameras in cell phones that have had high megapixel ratings, but none that really come close to the iPhone 4, with maybe the exception of the Droid X, at least in my tests. I don't have every Android phone, but the Thunderbolt has impressed me very much. If you compare it to the Incredible still has an 8 megapixel camera, but it's terrible compared to other cameras. However, on the Thunderbolt, it's very good. So let's go ahead and turn this on, and I'll show you the options, and then we'll take some photos with it and see what we get. We also have a camcorder built in, so this is an 8 megapixel camera with dual LED flash. We have a forward-facing camera as well. Let's go into camera, and here's the camera. You can see the iPhone is behind it. Just like the iPhone, you can tap to focus. It will focus where you want it to. If I want to focus here, it will focus there. So pretty simple. We have the option in the upper right to switch to the video recording. And under video recording, we have similar options, but we'll look at those in a moment. We have options such as your flash. It can be on auto. It can be on permanently or off. You also have a bunch of effects built in for vintage, vintage warm, negative, solarized. There's quite a bit of effects that are built into the camera itself. Here we have the option to look at our old photos that we've already made, and if we hit menu, we have a bunch of different options such as a timer, white balance, ISO, resolution, and a bunch of different options, autofocus, face detection. Pretty impressive array of things we can do with it. Take a picture, we hit the center button. If we want to send it, we can do that by hitting this button. We can also delete it by hitting that button. Let's go to video options. Under video, we have under menu, this is a 720p camera, as you can see under the video quality right here, and we'll record 720p or 1280 by 720 images or video. To do that, we hit this button, and again we have different effects under video as well. So that makes this a pretty full-featured camera, and we can zoom during video and tap to focus during video with this camera. Let's go back to home and take a look at the iPhone 4. The iPhone 4 has a 5 megapixel camera on the back with a single LED flash. This is the camera button, the main camera button, and we'll turn it sideways. And there it goes. So as you can see, it's already in focus. Again, tap to focus. It has built-in HDR. We can change that option up here to off. We can also change it to on. If you change it off, you can use the flash using auto. If it's on, the flash is automatically on, or off rather. We can switch to the front camera by hitting this button. We'll switch it back. And we can switch to the video camera by moving the switch. It will switch to video, and where we can tap to zoom in the video as well. We'll go back. There aren't a whole lot of options within here as there is on the Thunderbolt, but it's pretty simple and straightforward. When we want to take a picture, we hit this button here. And since this is an HDR photo, it is taking a while to save. It's much faster when it's off. If we want to take a look at that photo, we can tap here. And we have options to send the photo. We can email it, go to MMS, send to MobileMe, use as a wallpaper. We'll go done, and we're back to the photo. Now on the iPhone, to really get full functionality, like all the effects here, you need to get another app. And some people have asked me what this is. This is actually an app called Camera Plus. It adds those sort of features. However, you're going to have to buy that in order to get those features. So the built-in features are what we're going to cover, and let's go ahead and move outside and see what kind of pictures this takes compared to the Thunderbolt. recording with the iPhone 4 in 720p. Here you can see the backyard. The snow's mostly melted. And let's see how it focuses. We'll move down. Alright, let's move on to the HTC Thunderbolt. We're recording with the HTC Thunderbolt in the same spot. 720p. Haven't changed any defaults other than to bump the resolution to 720p. Let's go ahead and move down and see how it handles its focusing. And there we have the HTC Thunderbolt. So now I'm recording from the iPhone 4's front-facing camera just to get an idea what the video is like and what the audio might be like. Your controls are right where your thumb would be. It's placed nicely, and although your hand may cover the microphone, as you may have just heard. So let's go ahead and take a look at the HTC Thunderbolt's front-facing camera. Now I'm recording from the front-facing camera of the HTC Thunderbolt in the same spot. Just wanted to get an even comparison and see how it picks up with the front-facing camera and see if it's any good. That's pretty much it as far as the two cameras are concerned in the HTC Thunderbolt and the iPhone 4. Let me know your thoughts below in the comments. I always like to hear what you think. And if you want some fuller images, check out Twitter for the Thunderbolt, or you can head over to Zollotech.com where you can see the images on the website in their full resolution. If you haven't subscribed, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button, like, thumbs up. I really appreciate that. Thanks for watching. This is Aaron. I'll see you next time.